Welcome back, everybody, to the Eldredge family. I am in the shop. Haven't been in here for like a week and a half or 2 weeks. I am ecstatic to be back in here. We got some cleaning up to do, some organization, you know, same old, same old. But today, we are going to go pick up the metal to frame out this wall here. And depending on the weather, will kind of depend on what we get done in here. But I think we should be able to start putting that up. First thing I gotta do though is measure how much metal I need. Good question. Good question. I have a laser measuring device, and I have no idea where it is. I think it might be in the other shipping container, but I didn't see it over there when we cleaned up and did some organization over there. I know a tape measure is not going to really work because I can't reach the top. So I will go take a look over there really quick to go see. So originally, my plan was to pour concrete before I put the vertical posts up. I was going to inlay in the concrete 8x8 steel plates so that I could weld it to that and run it up to the ceiling. Well, slight change of plans. We have some stuff that we got to do on the wall before the concrete's going to get done. Obviously, if you guys didn't know, the concrete is the most expensive part of this build in the sense of you have to pay it all at once. It's like $7,000 and you pay it all in one day, where everything else has been like, okay, $1,000 here, $2,000 here, $3,000 here. And so I'm able to do it in steps and stages. Well, the concrete is all at once and it's a big bill. So in order to mitigate that and kind of work around it, I am going to go ahead and put up this back wall before we get the concrete, as well as I want to finish in that top section. So all that will be left for framing the building in will be the door, which the door we will wait till after the concrete for 2 reasons. One, I want the huge concrete slab in here to be able to lay out, build the door, and then stand it up. Number 2, I won't know how, I mean, I kind of know how high the door is going to be, but I'm not 100%, and so I want the door there so that, or the concrete there so that we can build the door to the exact size. We're supposed to get a ton of rain today, so I'm trying to, hopefully, the wind is not going to be going this way. It'll be going like this or something, so I can actually work here while it's raining. I found my laser measure. So let's go ahead, I think about right here. 23.1. Okay. So that means I need it to go probably at least 3 feet into the ground, I'm thinking. So 26. And then this is 32 feet wide, 10, 20, 30. So we're going to go 10 foot off of the side here, and that's where our next vertical piece will go. 10.7. Put this down here. 15.4, 16, 17, 18. Okay, so if I do 2.5 feet deep, I'll need 320. Let's see, what was that? 15. Woo! It started raining on me. We're gonna go hook up the trailer. I did get that laser measure to work. Figured it out. I need 3 20-foot sticks. I've got about 8 feet extra of the same pipe at the house, and so that will give us just enough to actually get that done. Got it? Maverick's my right hand man. Are you excited to be back together working? It's been so long since we've been working together, huh?
Well, it's about too tight.
Too tight? There you go. Tell everybody what we did last night.
So we did.
What did we do yesterday? Maverick and Daddy time.
We went to go look for mushrooms.
And did we find some? Should we show them the video? All right, here's a video clip of what me and Maverick got up to yesterday. Mavi, tell everybody what we're doing.
We're looking for mushrooms because we found a turkey.
We did find a turkey earlier today. Here's a clip of it. So we're down here morel mushroom hunting on some public land. I found a whole bag of them this morning. And I said, well, actually, I just stopped here for like 10 minutes. And I was like, well, why don't we come back and I can bring Maverick for the first time. I see a pretty big one. All the ones I got were like this big. They were pretty darn big. And I see at least one more over here that I missed. If not, maybe a couple more. Once you start seeing them, they just like start popping up. I've, in the years past, found a lot of them right here. What? You don't what?
I just don't want to get eaten.
Eaten by what? Can you find it? Go look for it over there. It's like finding an Easter egg. I'll follow you. You're getting close. Do you see it yet? You better stop and look around. Do you see one? Look on the ground. No, there's one closer. Stay there. Look. Look by your feet. Where's the mushroom? There's one right by your feet. Over here.
Yeah. I didn't pull out of.
You just break it off at the bottom. So you just reach to the bottom and you just bend it like that.
That is the first mushroom.
What kind of a mushroom is it?
It's a big.
A morel.
A morel.
That's a big one, dude. Good job, Maverick. Okay. Ooh, there's a lot of pokies over here, huh? Okay, you stay here. Daddy's going to look right here, and then we'll go the other way where there's not so many pokies, okay? But you just stay there, and I'll look right here real quick. For some reason, I always find them over here. I don't find them over here. So I'm just giving this a quick glance because I don't think there's probably any more over here. All right, Maverick, I see 3 of them. See if you can find the 3 of them. They're in this area right here. The coyotes are going crazy. Okay, go walk over there. Go see if you can find them. Go here, hand me the bag. I'm right here. I'm standing right here. It's right here. Go grab it.
Oh, I see it.
You see it? Go get it.
Where?
No.
Mushroom?
Yeah, there's 3 mushrooms on the ground I can see. Oh, you passed it. It's on the hill a little bit. You found it, okay.
Whoa.
Okay, now break off the bottom and leave the bottom. Yep, break it. Good job. Okay. There's 2 more that I could see. They're over here a little bit. Once you find one, you just have to like slow down and restart looking. Okay, I see 2 more. This is like Easter egg time. Good job. I see 1 more behind you. Good job, Mavi. Oh, I see another one. Here, put it in.
Okay, what's inside of them?
Nothing. Right here. Oh, look, somebody stepped on this one or something. Here, break that one off. Oh, I see another one.
Where?
Right there.
Yeah. We can go get that.
Yeah, go grab that one. I'll keep looking.
Oh my god. Look how big it is.
That is a big one. Oh, I found another one. Here, put it in. Right here. Put it in. Oh, yeah.
Is that a good thing?
Look at that.
I see no one.
Oh my gosh, you found that one and Daddy didn't even see it. Good job, buddy. This year was perfect for these morels. It was hot and dry, and then once it started raining a ton. I bet there's more. Oh, I found one.
Wait.
Right here.
Oh, yeah. Oh, this is a tiny.
That's a kind of small one, huh?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you can't even get to that one.
Keep looking. I bet there's more.
Look at some waffle balls. Guess what? We can show all these little Sally's tails. I think I saw one and you saw one.
I know, that was so cool.
Tell me when there's poison ivy, okay?
I don't think there's any poison ivy over here.
You will?
Here, walk that way a little bit. Like this, maybe. Walk right like that and see if you see any over there. All right. We got, I don't know, 15 or so. Maverick did good. He actually started finding them on his own, which is super fun. He says, that was a fun Maverick and Daddy time. It was. Good memory made.
We got mushrooms! We got
Look, Pax.
mushrooms.
Yeah, should we go give them to Luke?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, put your seatbelt on. Don't step on them. What are you watching? Huh?
Okay. Look at these mushrooms.
Mommy doesn't like looking at them, buddy. Did you have fun doing that? And then who did we take them to? We took them to Luke.
So we should do that again today.
That would be pretty fun. I think it's going to be too rainy today.
So just working.
Uh-huh.
Dang it.
All right, let's go get the trailer. Shucks. My neighbor's using his trailer today. We went over there and it was gone.
So guess what?
What?
When he gets back from work, he's probably at work.
Yeah, he's at work with that.
I think when he gets back.
Yeah.
When he comes back.
I have no idea. Not till late.
Late tonight.
Uh-huh. That's a bummer. The problem is I need to get it today because this place it's closed tomorrow.
Well,
So,
cause tomorrow's Sunday.
no, tomorrow's Saturday. They close on Saturday.
And then when the next thing was it?
Then it's Sunday. But I wanted to work on it today and tomorrow. So, what we're going to do is change of plans. The blower motor on this truck down there has gone out again. I think it's got a short in it or something. So, I was planning to go to J&I, get the metal, and then come back and do that as well. But I'm just going to do that instead because I need to get it out, need to get it replaced. So, I'll call him. There's a chance he's at work, but he's not using it yet. So, I might be able to just go grab it, do my trip, and then take it back to him. We'll see. I'm going to give him a call. Well, I done taken that apart. Oh, that was really bad English. I took that apart, and I wiggled the wire and it started working, which I knew that was happening because every time I would wiggle it and I would hit that, it started to work, but then that stopped happening. That stopped fixing it. So I don't need the new motor. I think I just need to zip tie the connector. I don't know why the connector, I tried disconnecting it, reconnecting it, it still was loose. So there's something loose with the wiring. So if I zip tie the connector tight, then I don't think I'll have any other issues with it. So I'm just gonna go ahead and do that. I did call the neighbor. He's like, I meant to call you last night. I figured you probably needed the trailer. And anyhow, it's he's not using it until tonight, but it's up in Medill, which is where I gotta go anyways to get the metal. So it works out. I mean, I'll have to make 2 trips up there, which is fine, instead of just 1, but we were already headed that direction anyways. So not a huge deal. But now we can go get the trailer, we can get the metal, and I got the heat/AC fixed on the truck. It was just the blower motor that was shorting out. So I'm beyond stoked about that. You pretty happy about that? Now we have heat.
Yeah, if the other truck didn't have heat, that's probably why.
Yeah, the other truck didn't have heat, the F-150 we had. Well, let's go get us some project materials, Maverick. And the trailer. We're in business! We got it! So we got the trailer. They're over here, he works for the city, so they're over here working on a project and getting some stuff done. So, we gotta go get gas, Mabby. Or do you want to run out? Do you want to run out? You want to go get gas? Let's go get some gas and then let's go get our metal. It's starting to rain. We got a huge weather front coming in here in just a minute. Another squall line of storms. I'm so glad. Thank you guys. I hope you enjoyed those flying videos. That was an absolute crazy adventure. I had such a good time. Spent a bunch of good time with my dad. That's the most time we've spent together since, gosh, 2016 probably. Well, since before I got married, so at least 5 or 6 years. And yeah, it was a great time. But we got in just in the nick of time because this weather is horrendous. Yesterday was super bad. Today's super bad. The next 2 days are super bad. So we would have been stuck somewhere, but we got in just in time. Getting that metal is going to be a wet one. A real wet one.
That one.
Oh, no, this close one.
That one?
Yep.
That one's way closer.
The rain stopped just long enough for us to get this thing loaded. You can see there's another storm front right there. We did it. I didn't even get too wet.
Daddy.
What?
I just want some gum because it's gum.
You want some gum? Are you going to play with it?
No.
Okay, you can have some.
Hey.
You can grab it. We got our poles. We can finally get back to work on our projects, Mavy.
I can't reach it.
Uh-oh. He can't reach it, folks. Guess he can't have any gum. Oh, got it. Got him. So they've got these tiny mini excavators here. I'm interested in looking at them. They're like $5,000. And I could easily overwork it, but I wonder if it would be useful enough for a lot of the projects that I do, like fencing. It would drill the holes for fencing. It would do quite a few of the projects that I need to do / am doing. I'll take you over and go show you them real quick.
Mm-hmm.
You see them right there?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I want to go check them out.
You gonna come? All right, let's do it. Our metal is so dusty, Mav. You were right. Hopefully it'll rain enough to wash it off. So they've got a 16 and a 12, and then they've got a cabbed version, I think, over there. I don't know how much they are, but man.
Oh, I like this one because it's your favorite color.
It's black. $4,400. Mini excavator without the cab. Not terrible. It's pretty small. Honestly, I think something like this would be a little bit better suited. It's got the grapple thumb, which you have to have. $6,500. This one would probably be perfect. I like that. So you can add different attachments. Yeah, that front loader. You can add different attachments to it, and that's where this thing would really come in handy with everything. This would be cool. This is $13,000. Yeah, that's cool.
Oh, you got this thing right over here.
Wonder how much this is. We need one of these for working in the shop. That doesn't say. Huh, not bad, not bad. I think the capped one he said over there. Let's go over here, Matt. So this one is a little bit bigger machine. It's a 16. I think this is a 14, and that's a 12. I'm not 100% sure on that, but I think that's kind of the way it works. The cabbed one would be really nice if it's got heat and AC. If it doesn't, then there's no point. This one doesn't have the claw, but you can attach, you can get an aftermarket one and put it on there. Okay, this is a 13.
Oh, I really like this plug here. I like this plug here.
I don't see heat and cool. It's just got a fan. So it would be good in rain. It would be nice at certain times of the year. Yeah, that 2-foot bucket. Yeah, that's pretty good. Yeah. This is gonna be sweet. I gotta get one. It's the only affordable tractor out there.
I just want to have one.
Yeah, you want to climb up in there? Climb up in there. Got the blade. You got to have a blade and you got to have a claw. This one does not have the hydraulic piston, but you can attach the hydraulic piston right here. So that's exactly what you want. I have seen the reviews on this. This metal is too thin, so you weld it, double it up, make it double as thick. But other than that, people really like them. Maybe it's a Maverick size excavator, huh? That's pretty cool, bud.
Honey, you're saving pushing it.
I know. We somehow made it back and it stopped raining and now it started to rain again. But I've got 3 holes that I'm gonna have to dig and I'm gonna have to use this piece of junk here that I haven't got to really work very good. I mean the auger since, well, yeah, for a while. So let's go ahead, we're gonna just start. And the way to do this is to measure out our distance here and mark. I want to go every, well, like I said, I think this is 32 feet wide, so I want to mark every 10 feet. There's my string line. That's going to be the back of the building. So there's a couple of things I'm going to do here. I've got to displace my 4x4 post back. I want the building flush with the front of here. So I got to place it back the thickness of my purlin. Now, my purlin is over there. I guess I don't have any over here. I'm going to have to go get and measure that. But I know I can now come through and mark with the paint the other side just like this. Now for the painstaking part of drilling the holes. Goosey, get down. Gotta drill these holes somehow. Let's see if I can figure this out. What?
Guess what? We are going to put concrete.
Yep.
So it's just going to be dirt and moved away.
Woo! That's a workout, folks. That's a workout. So I've got those dug deep enough. They're about, each hole's about 2 feet. And then, well, we can measure off of the line here. Let me measure.
Yeah, that's pretty deep. That's
So that's the top of the concrete. So we're over 2.5 feet deep in the ground. 2 feet 8 inches on that one. 3 feet on that one.
And then mine going.
And 2 foot 8 inches on that one. So that is plenty. These are not actually load bearing. This is not a load bearing wall. It's literally just building a frame for the wall. This roof is supported by the containers and not by either this end cap or this end cap. And so that makes it pretty easy to be able to frame out this wall and do it because none of it's load bearing. So, right on. What I need to do now is measure my lengths on each end. On the 2 outside ones, I'm going to put those in first because the middle one, I'm going to have to weld 2 sections together to get it to be long enough. So I'm going to go ahead, we'll measure top down, figure out what our length is, and then we'll get it cut and put it together, hopefully. Hopefully it goes that smoothly. Cutter grinder. This is a little bit more work with one person than I thought it was going to be. First one's up though. I do got to measure my distance because I need to adjust this. And I'm realizing the truss up here is a little bit bent. I don't know if y'all can see. Let me see if I can zoom in here. Can you see what's going on there? See how it's touching the bottom and not the top? So that truss is kind of bent like this. So I'm going to have to straighten it back out. Because when I come down here, I'm what, 4 inches off of the line? Wow, am I good at guessing or what? 4 inches exactly. And I think I need to be 1.5 inches away from the line. So like right here. So let's go measure the purlin. Or I guess not the purlin. What would they call this? The running boards? I don't know. It's the stuff that goes left to right across the vertical posts, and can't think of what that would be called. Sea purlin. Yeah, I think they call it sea purlin, which is usually used for the roof, but I guess wall purlins, maybe it's the same thing, I don't know. I'm guessing that's 1.5 inches. 1.5 inches. So we need it 1.5 inches away from the string line. Tricky. It's gonna be tricky. I think we might have a little issue here, so I may have to actually shim those because I'm putting it on the back side of this truss. How thick is this truss? 2 inches. Shucks, that makes it a little bit more complicated because that bar is going right up against the back of here, which means I'm 1/2 inch off. All right, well, I think what we do, we set this at 2 inches off of the line on all of these because I need it to line up and be straight. And if I do that, then everything will be straight except the wall sheet metal would be 1/2 inch back on this mark here. So it would be, about right here. So then what I'll do is I'll go through and I'll have to shim the purlins that I run across this way 1/2 inch out. All right, I was gonna measure this one with the tape measure, but it kept falling over. So we're just gonna use our laser level. Oh. That's the most crooked cut you'll ever see me do. Most crooked, but that's going in the ground, so I don't really care. See if I can get this one up without too much of a hiccup. This is going to be so weird to have this building, like, closed in. So weird. Oh, barely. So you know what's funny is this truss is bent the opposite direction of the other one. So the top touches, but the bottom doesn't. This is the start of something amazing. Look at that. It's gonna look absolutely fantastic. I gotta run obviously all of our horizontals. I haven't decided yet. I know I want windows along this whole back way. We're gonna have a doorway, a man door over on this section here. So I want windows, windows, and windows, I think. Like in all three of those bays. Possibly like the door here and then a window next to it here. Not exactly sure on that yet, but I definitely want windows all the way along this. So when I set my purlins across, I'm gonna set them, I don't know what my height of my window is gonna be or the size or anything, but I'll set the bottom one at the bottom of my window, and then I'll put one up at the top. I may try and find the windows before I actually do it. I don't know when I'll install the windows, but for right now, it's like, just do it, get it done, like get the bottom set, and then if I have to weld another one in for the top, I'll weld another one in for the top kind of a thing. So that's kind of the idea. I'm a little bummed with how this is lining up. It's not quite as straight as I hoped. This top truss, you can see it doesn't touch at the bottom, but touches at the top. And the one right there is the exact opposite. The bottom touches not the top. So I knew that. These two trusses, we should have picked straighter ones. They all had a warp to them, a twist to them. So hopefully I can get that twist out. I'm going to have to get some ratchet straps and stuff like that and figure out how to straighten those before I actually weld them and attach them up at the top. Not exactly sure I'm going to do that yet, but I'll figure something out. So it's time to go to Lowe's. I actually am going to go get a haircut, and we're going to get some concrete so that we can concrete these posts in. I hope to get them concreted in today. We do have lights out here, which is great, but we'll see what else we can get done here. Let's go get a haircut. Well, folks, fresh cut. I didn't get my any hair gel. We got to get that concrete, and it's up on there, so we'll see. Oh, they might have me just grab it right here. We'll see what's going on.
Hold on. We're at Lowe's and Crandall's moving concrete. First of all, he grabs the concrete from all the way over there and puts it in the back of the truck. Luckily, this guy is helping him, but I have a few questions, and I'll get to ask him in a minute. Number one, why he just didn't wait till we could pull up and he just loaded in like that. Number two, why he didn't use a cart. And number three, why he didn't ask me for help.
Whew. That was a nice guy.
Yeah. So I was just telling him I had some questions for you.
What?
Pax has some questions
What,
too.
Pax?
Why didn't you just wait till you could pull up so you don't have to...
I'm not wasting that time.
The 4 minutes?
Yeah.
Okay. My next question, why didn't you use that cart?
Then I have to pick them up, set them down, pick them up, and put them in the truck. That's a lot worse of a plan.
Well, why didn't you ask me for help?
Well, I would have, but...
I have a bedazzled shirt on. I would have got
A
rid of
tasseled shirt.
it. Is that why?
I was hoping you'd just offer yourself.
Oh. No.
I figured if you wanted to help, go to help.
Yeah, it was really my shirt
Yeah.
that stopped me.
Got my helper. Good job, Mars.
I regret what I said earlier. I told him just park over there. We can carry them. I didn't know that they were an extra 20 pounds.
80 pounds a bag. Well, this is too soft. You couldn't do it here, but you could back up to here. Like it's...
Yeah, but then you have to go through right there.
Yeah, that is the problem. Right here is really soft. Concrete's ready to go. I love having lights out here. I may or may not get out here later tonight. If I do, y'all will see me getting these concreted in. If not, thanks for watching today's video. We made some good progress, and tomorrow I'm going to be back out here working on whatever the next step is. But thanks for watching, and we'll see y'all on tomorrow's video.